Member representing Abia North, Abia South Federal Constituency, Ikwechegh, has brushed aside threats of recall over his endorsement of Abia State Governor Otti's re-election bid. Speaking through his media aide, George Ezikpe, the lawmaker argued that he committed no sin by acknowledging the governor's developmental strides and would not be distracted by political pressure. Ikwechegh, who was elected on the platform of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, maintained that he enjoys the overwhelming support of his constituents. He insisted that telling the truth about ongoing infrastructural and economic improvements in Abia should not attract condemnation or threats. According to him, those calling for his recall are pursuing narrow interests that do not reflect the will of the people. However, the Abangwa indigenous movement has vowed to commence recall proceedings unless Ikwechegh convenes a town hall meeting to explain his role in Otti's endorsement. The group, led by Roland Ajuziogu and others, argues that the lawmaker's position does not represent the collective mandate of Abia North and South residents, and warned that constituents will resist being sidelined in critical political decisions. What do you make of this story?
Well, the people of Abia South and North Federal Constituency should understand that Ikwechegh has been elected to represent them. And even though I'm not from Abia State, but from where I am, I can understand that Abia is not where they were yesterday. From my understanding, what the federal lawmaker is trying to say is that this man, this governor, has done well. So there is no crime in saying that, Mr. Governor, you've done well. It would be better if you should come back for the second time. I don't know if they are expecting Ikwechegh to hold a town hall meeting, telling them that this is what I want to do or say concerning endorsing the current governor. I think everything shouldn't be about politics. People should also look at what the action and what causes the action of a man. Because for me, I can give it to Otti that he has done well. And if the House of Rep member have seen that, yes, Abia State has been transformed. This man has done well compared to other people that have been in the saddle in the past. So I don't think that it is something that should cause a problem in the constituency.
Probably Abga, the platform that Ikwechegh became a lawmaker, is feeling that this endorsement coming from Ikwechegh, who is a member of the political party, may mean that that's why the direction of Ikwechegh and his fans will go. It will not favor the position of Abga, whoever the flag bearer will become in the coming days. But the truth remains that you can't take away the fact that Otti is doing good things in Abia, because I have to narrow it down to not just Abia State but Abia, because Ikwechegh was commending the governor's efforts in Abia, and it is easier for people. It's easy for people who never lived there, who never suffered misrule in that state, who never suffered the cluelessness and the insensitivity of previous governors in Abia State. It is easier for them to say certain things, because if you have lived, stayed, traded in Abia, grown up in Abia, you will, to a large extent, appreciate what Otti is doing and has done so far. The fact that one can drive from River State to Abia itself, not even Umuahia, within a record time, the fact that you can even ply that East-West Road on its own, it appears to be a testimony.
Yeah.
Right. And having repaired that road, the business, the economic activities in Abia State, Aba precisely, has picked up.
That's true.
Recall that time that most of the customers that Aba had, they were Rivers people, but from Rivers State. But because of the road, the bad road,
yeah,
that was completely cut off. There was no more movement from River State to Aba unless you have to go and follow Ikwechegh road.
That's true.
You know, even when you follow Ikwechegh road, to navigate inside Aba is a problem. It's a problem. Now, people in River State would rather buy from Lagos and spend more money, more time, you know, buying and bringing them back than going to Aba that is just very close.
Honestly.
And with Alex Otti, you know, bridging that gap through infrastructural development, economy in Aba has picked up to a large extent. So I'm trying to understand, like you said, everything's about politics. I'm trying to understand this statement by some members of APGA and the threat of recalling Ikwechegh. How do you think it's going to be received by the people of Abia State?
No, I think Ikwechegh has dismissed that claim, that he also enjoys support of majority of his constituency. But after election, there should be governance. And yes, Ikwechegh may have been elected on the platform of APGA, but as it stands now, he's making laws for the people of that constituency, not minding your political party. So if he says that the governor of the state is doing pretty well, he has the right to commend the governor. Everything is not fight. Everything is not fight. And, you know, it is some of this mindset that sometimes brings about underdevelopment to a people. Because you can have this mindset now and agitating for something that should have been, you know, let go. The government may see that, these people, upon all the things I'm doing for them, they don't still appreciate it. Then the governor as a human being can also say that, okay, for doing this project that was supposed to come here or ongoing should stop for a while. So that is why I'm urging people that no matter your political party, don't be pushed to make a statement or take an action that can bring about underdevelopment for your people or for your constituency, as the case may be. For me, the rep member has not done anything that will warrant this threat in the first place.
Now, one would say again, it's one thing to commend the governor for a job well done, and another thing to endorse his second-term ambition. And I think APGA is coming from this angle. He's not just he's not just commending the governor for a job well done. He's, however, endorsing his second-term ambition, which means that if Governor Otti is to come out for re-election, Ikwechegh will support Governor Otti and not his party candidate.
Laurentia?
Yes.
If election is to be held today in Abia State, and Alex Otti comes out to say that he's contesting, even those people agitating, condemning the statement of Ikwechegh will support him. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you this for a fact.
Interesting.
They will support him, because it is only the blind and deaf that will not appreciate what Otti is doing.
The deaf can see.
It's obvious.
The blind can hear.
But it's obvious. It's obvious compared to what they've had in the past. Mm-hmm. It's obvious. So that is why, in my opening statement, I said that everything shouldn't be about politics. I know that there are some, opposition, big weights in Abia State that is pushing these people to say what they are saying. But as a people, before you be sent an errand or a message, you should sit down and examine that message. Is it proper? Is it good for a man that is doing everything to ensure that he make a statement and he bring Abia State in the spotlight. Recall that Abia State, in fact, Aba has been one of the places that people have been condemning. Honestly, if you go to Aba, you see that everywhere. You see some roads that you cannot access. You see, in fact, the economy of Aba was crippled before Otti comes. There are some places that you cannot even go to rent a house in Aba. But today, most of those places, you can access them, and house rent in Aba now, some places in Aba now, you cannot even rent a house there. And these are places that they have been suffering for all these years. So I think, even though I'm not a member of Labour Party, but when you see someone that is doing well, you should commend him.
All right, very well.